Okay, so today we're gonna get into a beef Denver cut. So this is from the sirloin, and it's a really great steak. They're tiny, so not tiny. They're probably good for a small appetite. They're about 5 ounces. Oh, this is a big guy. This is a sirloin, and this is about 1 pound, so we're gonna cut this so it's enough for 2 people. We're gonna do something a little bit different today. We're gonna do a smoky honey habanero rub on it and get a nice sear on it. And Mandy and I thought to complement that, a really quick Pico de Gallo would be phenomenal. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this right down the middle. Look at that marbling.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. Now guys, when you're wanting to cook steaks, you want to let them sit out for probably, an hour to come to room temperature. It just lets the meat relax, and I just feel like the flavors disperse better when the meat's at room temperature.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to get this all seasoned up, and we made this rub prior to coming to video. So in this rub we have salt, pepper, there's honey granules, there's habanero powder, and what else did we put in there?
Some smoked paprika.
Some smoked paprika. Thank you, Mandy. Very good, very good. So it's spicy, but it also is sweet. The honey granules kind of cuts the habanero for
Absolutely.
sure. So we're gonna do a little generous rub on that. Rub it into that tissue. Yeah, the Denver is also a great cut with just pepper and salt. It lends to, what's the word I'm looking for? It plays well with others.
Yeah.
It plays well with others, like sauces, different applications. If you were gonna do tacos, it would be great for tacos. It makes a good surf and turf. If you want to do a little more elevated, a great sandwich.
It is nice and beefy. The flavor is
So beefy. It's tender. It eats kind of like a New York strip,
but better.
but better. But better. It's actually become one of my new favorites,
Yeah. I agree.
for sure. All right, Mandy, you want to stoke up that cast iron? Now to go with this, we're gonna do a little Pico de Gallo. So I'm gonna have Mandy cook the meat, and while she's cooking the meat, I'll wipe down and get us going on the Pico de Gallo. There you go, Mandy.
Thank you.
So we're going to make a Pico de Gallo. It's something that everybody should know how to make. It's really, really simple, but because we did the habanero and the honey on the Denver steak, I thought this would be a nice little accompaniment to the finished product. So it's basically what you have in front of you, or in front of me, is the ingredients. Jalapeno, tomato, onion, cilantro, lime, salt and pepper. Simple, simple, simple. So Pico de Gallo, Mexican. Mandy loves Pico de Gallo.
I do.
You can also, customize it to your own liking. If you like garlic, throw some garlic in there. If you like it spicy, throw a different type of pepper in there. You can put some cumin in there, a little bit of chipotle, whatever you want, pretty much. So we're just going to dice this red onion real quick. And then tomato. A lot of people, when they're growing their garden, these are like staples that they grow in their garden. So you could have Pico de Gallo every day in the summer. And then I try to do the jalapeno smaller than the onion. Fun fact, I'm allergic to peppers. It's a mild reaction,
Usually.
usually. Sometimes if it gets airborne and I breathe it in, I'll get a little tickle in the back of my throat.
Or when you maybe a little pop in your finger.
So we're just gonna dice this up nice and small. Anybody who went to cooking school, this is called a brunoise.
A what?
A brunoise, and it's the smallest of all the dices. And if you did go to cooking school, you had to do this for hours on end. I do not take the seeds out of the tomato. You can eat Pico de Gallo on pretty much anything. Eggs, salads, corn chips.
And this you just pop like and then it falls apart by itself.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go back and cut the other way too, so just like this. And then we're gonna mix it all together, some fresh cilantro, little squeeze of lime, salt and pepper. Easy peasy. How's steaks looking, Mandy?
They're getting there.
So, keeping it real fresh. You know, it's winter time, so we don't always like to go out and grill. So I try to think of ways to sear meats in the cast iron skillet to create flavor. Look at that crust.
That crust.
Create flavor, and also, you know, busy time in our lives, so simplicity helps as well. Cilantro's kind of finicky. I like these little containers. A little more cilantro. Give that a nice dice. Depending on how fresh your ingredient is. Yeah, I like to keep it a little bit whole, you know, not beat it up too much, because cilantro tends to bruise pretty easily, and then it'll spoil your dish before it actually needs to be spoiled. A little bit of lime. Salt and pepper. And boom. We've got a nice little topping for our, wrong drawer. We're just gonna use your hands.
Yum.
Yum.
Sometimes that depends on the jalapeno as to how spicy it is too.
Yeah, for sure.
No, sometimes they're a lot sweeter, and sometimes they're a lot hotter.
I just started working.
Is it because you took all the seeds out then?
Yeah. Tames them down a lot.
Yeah, because it's not spicy.
No, it's not spicy.
No. This is good. It even has like a sweetness to it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what we also can talk about maybe next time? Knives and cutting boards.
Yeah.
Because you can buy cutting boards, glass cutting boards, but that's not you don't want to work with glass.
No.
Well, what kind of wood? Because the other day I made sausages
Yeah.
from chicken breast, and I had to cut it all up,
Yeah.
like really fine. I just should have bought ground. But do you see what I did?
Oh, yeah.
People don't see them sitting in the background already, like, when is the meat coming out? They're sitting there quietly.
There are some gang signs though. There are the VF
That's
gang
medium
sign.
rare, looks like.
And the VF gang sign.
Might be a little under.
I don't know, I can't do it.
Was that?
Yeah, why don't you get in there and cut it? You cooked it, cut it.
You think it's under?
Do it.
You think it's under?
Go for it.
So we're gonna make sure we cut against the grain. Otherwise, it won't be tender at all.
Is it perfect?
This one is.
Looks pretty perfect to me.
Gorgeous. Beautiful.
Well, there we go.
Put some of this Pico de Gallo in there. Look at that. Yum. You gonna try it, Marlene?
Do I have to? Really?
Yes. Yes,
Oh my
you do,
God,
Marlene.
volunteer again? Man. There's a bunch of volunteers behind the scenes.
I see that.
Oh, did you see that?
Broke right off.
Yeah. Sorry. So tender.
So tender.
Really good.
Really good. Look at this. You see it. You tear it apart, it's 2 pieces. And then you make a little sandwich.
That rub's pretty on point too.
Yeah, that rub's great. You would, this would be a great little fajita dish. Little rice.
But just a whole combination of that.
So with the rub that we did, the paprika, the honey granules, the smoked paprika, the honey granules, and the habanero powder, salt and pepper, you get a little bit of the heat,
Yeah.
a little sweet, and a little
What?
salty.
Yeah.
That honey caramelized on it too.
Yeah, the honey caramelized on the
Nice
outside
little
of
crunch
it.
on the outside.
And then the citrus and the onions and the tomatoes, really, really good.
The sweetness is just, I don't know, it's like it's like an explosion, not a, yeah, like an explosion of different flavors.
Absolutely.
Really good.
So guys, this is a quick and easy weeknight dinner. It'll satisfy everybody who's at the dinner table. We put this together really fast and it's delicious. So don't be afraid to try it. Watch this video and learn how to do this.
So you don't, and it was all frozen, so you don't have to worry if you buy frozen meat that you only can cook it the next day. I took this out, threw it in cold water for an hour, a little longer because I didn't really pay attention, but this needs kind of an hour to defrost. And then I take it out and I lay it on the countertop so then it comes to room temperature, as Chef Jody always tells me to do. So, you know, I take this out in the morning and I have like a dish ready in, how long did this take? 10, 15, no, say 20 minutes
Yeah,
max?
Max.
Put some
Max.
rice next to it and a salad.
Sure.
What
Grab
would
some
you-
tortillas.
Some tortillas and you
Yeah.
have dinner in 20 minutes.
Right?
Yeah.
And another good thing that we should point out is all the meat from Vander Farmers is cryovac,
Yeah.
and it has a 21-day shelf life.
Yes.
So once you do thaw it and your plans change, you do have 3 weeks to
Exactly.
do it. So
Yeah. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
pointer.
yeah. If you guys want to see more videos like this, be sure to follow us on Vander Farmers
Like us
Subscribe.
and comment.
and comment.
Tell us what you
Comment.
think.
And what do you want to see next?
Yeah.
And then say.
Bye. See you.
Say bye, everybody. See you next time.